Okay. Just letting the ping go out, basically. That's why we're just starting like a few minutes early here. Hopefully shouldn't be too bad. I have a feeling some people are gonna like unsub and call me a dramatic bitch for doing this stream, but you know what? It is what it is. I need answers. I need feedback. So channel's kind of suffering right now, to say the least. As you can see, I do have some stuff listed out, and kind of like the purpose of this stream is things aren't going great. They ever since like December is like I know I slowed a little bit, but like up until like last week or week before, like things were still going, traction was still being had. Now everything's hit the fan in like the last like few weeks with the channel and content and rates of engagement. So I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong, because I've also noticed like even on streams like the viewership is like down, and like I'm not monetized, so I'm not worried about like ad revenue or anything like that. I know there's like a new algorithm there, but it's like it shouldn't kill everything to this degree. So I was like, you know, first time, you know, blame the algorithm, obviously. The second time, no, it's something with my content, I think, that's causing some people to unsubscribe or just, you know. So I have made a list of some of the stuff that's going on, and we're gonna go through this list. Okay. Oh, let me just add this here. Okay, so so pretty much the big thing that's been going since like November, and honestly I probably should have pulled the plug on it after we finish the main game, is the Jasant run. So I'm not sure if I want to continue on with the DLC. I think I absolutely missed the window probably to complete that, and part of me is like I should just skip the DLC, just have the video up through beating Ange Floette and just do it that way, and hope maybe try and see if I can like get it and go in and release it like for Pokemon Day when Pokemon becomes a little bit more relevant. I think streaming the DLC was a mistake for the Jasant run. Try Five Nights at Freddy's. It saved me, not gonna lie. I did Five Nights at Freddy's years ago. I was very self-deprecating when I did it. I even did like a stupid little voice. I tried to invent like a side, you know, personality to do it with. Yeah, it. FNAF bombed. FNAF bombed on my channel. I don't think Five Nights at Freddy's is probably something that's gonna be like mesh well with a lot of people, and also that's a content audience that's very how should I put this? I don't know. I feel like everybody would kind of rip me apart when I play FNAF, because like at least like the original FNAF, like when I played it at first, I got to night 5 without dying before I died, because it's like it's just pattern recognition the first few games, and then it's like for some reason, probably because the movies recently just revived me, not gonna lie, because like you know, we'll put it under, we'll put FNAF under viewer desired content here. Well, let's unbold that here. Not Fiverr, we need Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. So, Undertale. Not gonna lie, probably gonna stop doing Undertale. I have, I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. the only reason Part 3 happened is because I liked it on my own account and then my second account just to get to the 3 light goals. Because I was hoping Undertale would do well, but because I had played 5 minutes previously, it apparently is fucked up dialogue for characters. I have had to delete comments, you know, calling me a fraud or, like, you know, calling me a clip farmer and everything like that. So I'm probably just gonna stop doing Undertale. I am very tempted to just drop Undertale. Because, like, it's been low engagement, kind of. You know, let me just double check here, make sure I'm not talking out of my ass on as far as average watch time on these. Alright, so looking at Undertale Part 1 analytics, 2.3 watch hours. Okay, not bad, right? So 2.3 is good, okay? We go to Part 2, 0.3, and I lost a sub. And then the recent part that I uploaded like 2 days ago, 0.3 as well for Undertale. So I think 0.3 is just not worth doing, so I think I'm probably gonna drop Undertale. Like, unless there's like a big design. You can try Rocket League, it got revived recently. I don't know about racing games, because like we did Mario Kart for a while, and then Mario Kart just tanked. If you want my honest opinion on just don't do the DLC, I think you missed the window since it passed the month mark. Yeah, that's actually what I said, like, I think like 5 minutes ago. I was like, yeah, I think I missed the window for that one. I should probably just like try and get the view together, and, well, the VOD together and start editing, and then try and get it out around Pokemon Day, when Pokemon's more popular. Legends Arceus Rock type run might bring that back, and the only reason I'm considering like fully like actually finishing that out is one, I had actually a lot of fun with that. Beating the game with the worst type in the game in that series, I actually had a lot of fun. I know it's been like over a year basically since I really like did much with it. But I think that one's like, yeah, because challenge videos are, you know, they have staying power, and I'm not like a Nuzlocke or anything like that, but it's like there's a niche bit for that, but it's also you see nothing but Rocket League content. Jinxie, I don't know what Jinxie is, but we'll put Rocket League in viewer desired. Okay. Collabs, I am still gonna like occasionally play like Peak or like Phasmo, Among Us and stuff like that. Like that's not going away. It's like I'm actually sitting in my VC on my collab server right now in case any of my friends want to come in and yell at me. This one is a risk if you're willing to risk it, which is Rainbow Six Siege? No. Yeah. I get too heated on competitive games. We'll touch on that later. Shiny hunting, I'm not really as invested right now in shiny hunting for like streams, especially on ZA, because ZA, it is so damn grindy just to get the berries to do the shiny hunting. And when you're just sitting there over and over clicking the teleport thing to go back, it's like even on Scarlet and Violet, and I'm feeling burnt out on some of the shiny hunting, and I don't have the patience to sit there, you know, create 700 Pokemon eggs and then start hatching them one by one. It's like, I think I would run out of stuff to talk about pretty fast if I started doing the pseudo hunting. So like shiny hunting, I'm not so sure. Like I said, I think it can be a little repetitive. Jinxie is the streamer with the bad headset dent, best description. Are you talking like Barley Burr's funny mic kind of thing? Planned content for right now. Giga Wrecker. Giga Wrecker is a Game Freak game made like a decade ago. That is a platformer. I got a controller just to play Giga Wrecker because I'm like, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a video before Beast of Reincarnation comes out of other Game Freak games like Giga Wrecker and things like Timbo the Badass Elephant or whatever. And then like, I still need to buy a little, I think it's like Little Town something. You just cover other Game Freak games before Beast Reincarnation comes out because like everyone's still like dunking on them over Pokemon. But then like I recently watched the gameplay video for Beast Reincarnation. I'm like, I want to play this game. Game Freak looks like they cooked. And Beast Reincarnation, obviously that's the Game Freak game that's coming out later this year. In summer, I think it is confirmed for release. I am very tempted, and this is like a tempted plan also because of the community temple. Just doing one video coming back for Marvel Rivals. Just because of Deadpool. Jasant Run, like I said, with the streams. I think the streams are, honestly, probably going to end. Like, I might just have to do a jump cut with the Jasant to the Jasant versus Jasant. Well, sorry, Jasant versus Laban and Hologram Jasant. Or something like that. I might just do a cut, and like that could be like end credits or whatever. But like I was saying, like Bri was saying, I think I missed the window on that, to be honest. I'm talking so fast my camera cannot keep up. That is hilarious. Questionable content ideas. These are ones like I'm not too sure about doing. And that's just because I don't know like how viewers would like it. Because like I want to know like what my viewers want to see out of me, like what content's hitting, what's not. Because like shorts can be misleading, and that's kind of like where I'm starting to feel at. Because also like shorts is also really weird right now. I have about 20 hours of Fortnite Delulu video content. Didn't that mode get disabled? Yes, it did. But I also still have over 20 hours of footage that I could do something with. So, I theoretically could do something. Maybe. I'd have to take a lot of going through. Shiny hunting, like I said, it is questionable if I go back to shiny hunting, because I'm not sure how people feel about shiny hunting these days, especially because it got so grindy, and also it's like it feels awkward a lot of the time, especially when there's like nobody around to try and keep up a conversation with nobody. Because like one thing I keep hearing with streaming is like you have to talk constantly, like you should never be quiet when you're streaming. Honestly, they killed Fortnite, way too many mechanics now. Agree to disagree. Kingdom Hearts is questionable. And that's just because, like, I know I was raging at the first time I played Kingdom Hearts. For those who don't know, Kingdom Hearts was the 750 subscriber goal, I think. And, I was playing on mouse and keyboard. That was a mistake. I recently got the Xbox controller to play Giga Wrecker. I could theoretically bring back Kingdom Hearts. I'm just not sure if that would go over so well with people. Infinity Nikki and Wuthering Waves, also very questionable. Just because gacha games, I do not have the self-control in my wallet. I wail on them too much. Like, I am like, swipe. Like, yes, it could help with Epic Games a little bit, because that's where my Infinity Nikki is connected to, and I have a Epic Games creator code. Just not entirely sure that, you know, it'd be the greatest of ideas to do those right now. So you're randomly on my For You page. I'm interested because I have a separate channel with about 40k subs and strategize future content. Yeah, that's why I was like, you know what? I'll strategize with my audience. I'm small. I can do this. I have the self-control. I can just no longer play gachas. Yeah. Animal Crossing, I get off way too late to do anything like with Animal Crossing, I feel like. Also because it's like daily, and I don't want to just restart my island. Scrapped content here. You might see some things that surprise you. But welcome in, BC. Xenoblade. I have been wanting to play Xenoblade, but I don't feel like... I don't know. I feel like it'd be like a huge risk and a shift. Because like I have the Xenoblade games. I've been waiting to play the Xenoblade games. I'm just not entirely sure it would go well. Because also like backseating and some stuff. The Zelda Permadeath series, obviously, I wish I could bring that back. I fucking wish Zelda content did well on my channel. I'm HylianJay with like little to no Zelda content because every time I play it, it's like nobody's interested in it. So I'm like, oh, like we tried doing the Permadeath challenge. Nobody really showed up. Like by 3 streams in, we tried playing Echoes of Wisdom. Nobody was really showing up for that. We did Hyrule Warriors. The watch time on that is abysmal. And I've been kind of holding off on playing more Ages of Imprisonment because I was hoping, like, oh, maybe one of them will catch the algorithm. Nope. Skits. I used to do some skits. I think the Volo skit is still up. I just don't think it's gonna do well. I should probably add vlogs on here because I don't think my vlogs are horrible. Like, they're not good. Fire Emblem Three Houses, I just don't... I think there's a... Until we get a date for, no, which means I need to add for playing content. Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Oh, and also, Witch's Bakery. Those are 2 games I will be playing later this year. So, Fire Emblem Three Houses, as much as I want to play the Blue Lions route, I think it probably best if I didn't, because people complain because I'd be using New Game Plus for it. And obviously my Bernadetta is just going to kill everything with the amount of renown I have. Age of Imprisonment, like I said, scrapping it, there's like... There's not a whole lot of support. I'm probably just going to go and play it on my own. Little Problems series. I actually recorded a series for this. Well, like 2, I think I have like 1 or 2 videos. I was gonna do a series on it. I fucked up the puzzles so badly. But I also was... I feel like my commentary was so off on it because I recorded like the day or like within a few days after my grandma passed away earlier this month. Sorry if I missed it. What's your long-term goal, interest, full-time career, hobby you're satisfied having, community follow? Is it audience size or dedication more important? Honestly, I'd love to be able to set this up to where I can have fun and make a living doing it. Especially because something like YouTube is some, you know, you can do it pretty much anywhere. And it's like, if shit goes bad here in the US and like Civil War starts or something like that, I can take the YouTube account and I can do it elsewhere. And, I like interacting with people. You know, I like building a positive community, but it's like, I've been feeling like I've been in a little bit of a gutter here. Fortnite, I'm not sure if I ever really want to stream Fortnite more again, just because I get so mad at myself the worst I do. It's not even like on, like I'm bad at the game, but I punish myself like verbally. Same with Pokemon Unite. It's like, I can have a good game, be on top of it. Anytime I'm feeling good, I start feeling confident on those games, and then I get taken down. Like, it's not great. I think Bri can vouch on that. It's like I get very self-deprecating playing those games. First time playing League of Legends, I still think I have League of Legends installed. I thought about doing a video of first time playing League of Legends. Everyone's been telling me this first step in playing League of Legends is to uninstall League of Legends. And that's basically what I've heard. Helldivers 2, I had footage for that. I think I still might. Let me check my desktop. I think I still might have footage for it. Or did I actually finally delete that footage? Yeah, I think I finally deleted the footage for Helldivers. Oh, hang on. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. It was just like, oof. It's just like, that's so much time had passed, because like, I originally had a video I was gonna do, and I was like, yeah, and then I think it was like in-game Super Earth got attacked, and so I played a little bit with my brother for that, and I just never made a video out of it. Genshin Impact, we will not be playing on this channel. Fuck Hoyoverse. And it's less on Hoyoverse a little bit, but also there's a lot of fucking people who thought it's okay to send death threats to VAs for attempting to unionize, and absolutely not. I'm not going to engage in that community anymore. I'm not going to give money to a company that also started to hire AI people. So it's like, no. They can fuck right off. especially when you had fans who are clamoring for those VAs to be replaced by AI. I am not playing Genshin Impact again. I have not really kept up on it. I still get stuff on my For You page about it, and I'm not going to. Hear me out, CascadeFairy. Minecraft solo hardcore survival series. I am not Philza. I do not have the confidence or like the Minecraft know-how to survive that long in a hardcore world. I think it would be like 2 days and I'd die. Given the kind of channel I believe there's 1 of 3 ways to stay and outgrow. Brain rot shorts formats that engage at a high rate, elite commentary, unique gimmicks such as set. Yeah, it hasn't been going great. But it's like, I know there's the brain rot stuff, but it's like, I get so much of that on my feed, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be sitting there using those like, use this sound to blah 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 blah, because then it's like, that's just, I'm already like concerned that a lot of my following and subs lately is just bots. Just do if I lose, we start over type thing. Yeah. But also, like, the few times I've streamed Minecraft, it just hasn't resonated well with my base. Like, it's one of those where it's like, I feel kind of like trapped in some regards, because like, things will go well for like a month or two. I'll get really confident and I'll start like going, and then I'll start like, as soon as I start branching out and going out of line, it's like everything just starts crashing. So it's like, I gotta find some niche where I can still do things that I want to do, but also things that I know my audience will enjoy. YouTube algorithm for you? I don't know if it's even like fully the algorithm. I think it's just people feel like I'm betraying them or stabbing them in the back, kind of like, for not doing more, you know, this content. It's like people really, I'm still in polls getting a lot of people who are like, oh, Jasant. I'm starting to get burnt out of Jasant. And now the Jasant content isn't doing well. I think the last stream we did for Jasant only had like, I think we peaked at like 3. It was peaking at 15 back in November when we beat the main game. People love watching fails, I'd say. Might be me. YouTube algorithm for you. Yeah, I need to, you know, I think I might have it bookmarked on Blue Sky, or I sent it to Jerry. There is something saved. Okay, no. So I probably just sent it to Jerry. There's a screenshot that I had, because there's like a new YouTube algorithm that came out, apparently. Yeah, okay. I think it was, oh no, it was a Twitter post, okay. Yeah, because now it's favoring pure satisfaction, long-term engagement, channel consistency. So, now I'm just kind of like, it's like, I want to use shorts, but at the same time, people also have been bashing the shorts lately. Yeah. So your principle in a good way about your content approach, respect, glancing at your channel. I think you are putting too much stock into games you play being responsible for success. Yeah, have you played Poker Road or Pokepath? I haven't played Poker Rogue, but honestly, I just feel like, so when Poker Rogue started like being on the rage, I kind of viewed it in the same form of a little bit like some of like the ROM hacks, where I've kind of like tried to stay away from ROM hacks for Pokemon games, because, you know, I'm within range where Nintendo can just drop a cease and desist on their lunch break. Yeah, Western Washington, they're only like an hour and a half from me, so. I haven't played Poker Rogue, but also I feel like Poker Rogue can be kind of oversaturated in some terms, like, and that's kind of like why I skipped playing like some games right when they come out. ZA was one I took a gamble on it. I played as soon as it came out, and, you know, I was surprised when it did as well as it did. Anyway, I must go. Have a wonderful thinking session. Thank you, Galactic. Hopefully things go well for you too. Because like, there's a lot of ideas I have just had that I've like just kind of skipped, kind of. Like, I don't. Anytime I like minimize word, what the heck? Okay. Like, I've got a lot of visual novels that I want to, you know, play, or like small little games. you know, I've wanted to play Necro Barista for years. I think we tried that once on like Twitch or YouTube, and it just didn't really go great. You know, Coffee Talk is another one I've wanted to play. I'd love to do a replay of Florence, to be honest. Like, I know that's a little indie game. Nope. Hang on. Nope, that's not what we get stuck at. There we go. But you get random Pokemon by buying eggs and items for Pokemon as well. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to look at, because I gotta find out, it's like, because, like, what successful channels are inspirations for how you want to emulate style success? There's so many. Like, editing, I wish I could edit, like My Dry Bread or like Rin Penrose, especially on shorts. I'd love to be able to learn how to edit as shorts like Rin Penrose. I think she's a genius for as far as shorts content goes. Like, my goodness. I just don't have a model that could hold up to that kind of editing. It's like, I don't know. The list of creators I usually look up to are kind of like, some of them are just way far out there, like Tom Grossi. You know, he's one of those, like, if I went back to skits, I'd try and emulate some, you know, more like Tom. But it's like, yeah. Yeah, so we might eventually have to look at, like, little bits for Pokemon. I love Tom Grossi here. Happy 1 million to him this evening. I am so happy that he hit 1 million. It was like, if anybody deserves to hit 1 million subs, it is Tom Grossi. Like, he's up to what, over almost 2.5 million for charity in the last 2 years? Like, fucking rock on. Like, if I got to even like a third or of his level, like, I would absolutely love to like try and go like, hey, you want to do like a charity stream together or something like that? I'd love to get to that point where that's like a realistic thing. Like, I'm still tempted to, like, because I think he's doing another 30 and 30 this year, and so it's like, part of me is like, do I request that day off and go meet Tom Grossi? Okay, so let's put Pokerogue, and what was the other one? Pokepath Tower Defense. Okay. So, yeah, there is stuff that I've scrapped that I want to do, but, let's see, what was another one? We can probably tie this into the Giga Rec. Oh, I'm still bold and 12 on there. I need to go down to 10. Barista. I know Florence can probably just be a single video. Let's add Galactic's Minecraft Hardcore? My only thing with like playing Minecraft Hardcore is also that like I'd play it like an absolute pansy. Like, there's a lot of times where I like will not risk things. Like, I get very overly cautious when I play games a lot of times. Like, a lot of times when I'm playing Fortnite, it's like I don't really push as well. It's like I kind of tend to like all right, overanalyze the situation. That's kind of a little bit what this stream is, just me overanalyzing my channel. Because like, that's why it was like I really wish that like for YouTube's channel analytics for watch time, it would split between shorts watch time and then your regular watch time, because I feel like that's that. What do you aim to bring to your channel that makes it stand out in your opinion, especially within the format of VTubers? Honestly, one of the original plans I had was like kind of like travel-ish kind of advertisements or something like that occasionally. But like there's a lot where it's like I haven't fully thought on some things, because you know, I kind of started like really going into VTuber, because like anytime I showed my face on camera, it just didn't do well. I was like, I know I still need to get the 2.0 model commission, because this is just a customizable, because the first model, as everybody knows, is it still hooked up? Yeah. As you can see, yeah, not great to try and find to get somebody to to try and get that rigged. So I need to finish like planning a design for the 2.0 model, and then get that situated. I mean, I know occasionally we do like on rare occasions we've done like the doodling streams. And, you know, I can't really draw worth anything, but you know, it is what it is. I think you also sent to me. Okay, I did. I think I did. But I know there's like I kind of want to try and go for like some of those cozier vibes, but at the same time, it's like, you know, some of the, when it's not been like super laid back, because like there's cozy vibes, and then there's kind of like the laid back sort of interesting vibes like Pokemon kind of has occasionally. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know, because like I was not expecting really the Dachshund run to even start happening, but that only happened because my reaction to her theme in ZA popped the fuck off. And so I was like, alright, what if we just did an entire playthrough of the game with her team? And then that did well. And now we're kind of at this part where it's like, it's kind of fizzled out. And now it's like, oh, the traction I had between it and the algorithm changing, everything like that, is kind of like fallen. So I'm like, I'm not quite sure where to go. Like, what's next? I don't know. There's definitely a couple of cozy streamers you can look at. Granted, they don't VTube. Obviously, you know, Linz is cozy vibes. Also, Vinny's wife, Kylie, is also cozy games. Linz is a VTuber. Linz is a part-time VTuber. You can't tell me Linz is not a part-time VTuber. I have seen her model. That's like, I think part of me is like for, I think one thing that I do need to work on is my commentary. And so I might look at possibly doing like, once there's a little bit more like traction and like returning viewership, I might have to bring back Smash Bros. Just so I can practice commentary. Because like, I'm not good at the game, but I had fun commentating people's matches like 2-3 years ago when we did that. Every channel's developing more unique, and grabbing proposition to an audience. Yeah, I need to especially in like that first 30 seconds. I know like that's like one of the most important things, and I think like honestly one of the few times I ever actually had a hook. Let's see. I gotta find that video. I know it has to be fucking old. It's years old at this point. I think it was the SakuraCon vlog. Yeah, the 2019 SakuraCon vlog, when I had Izzy slap me across the face because I was like, I need something for an intro moment. Yo, welcome in Holland Empire. And I wish that Carrie wasn't as busy, because I'd love to get Carrie in on like one of those multiplayer games. Like, there's a lot of people who I want to like get involved and like play these games with, like as far as like Among Us and Phasmo, Peak and stuff like that. Like obviously we're you know, I'm really grateful to be playing like with Miranda Munt and 66 Shark Teeth, because it's like I know I'm not doing like the webtoon videos anymore, and that's also just I feel like my audience has kind of changed back from when I did those, because like I had under 300 subs when I was doing those. I've thought about going back and trying to do those once in a while, but I feel like that would kind of like derail on some stuff. I still want to. I have debated setting up a side channel to do webtoon reviews and stuff like that. But like there's also people I'm mutuals with or like kind of associates with that I wish I could, you know, get and, you know, have occasionally play games with on the channel. Like when I'm doing those like big multiplayer friend kind of like friend swap collabs, like, you know, King Corefish, Video Games and Chill, Jerry Blaze. I think it's been like a year since I've collabed with Jerry. Karina Bettiger, like I'm mutuals with them on Blue Sky, you know, and also, you know, Carrie, you know, aka Bublonky. Not to brag too much, but that's my opinion as someone whose job it is to evaluate this stuff for large channels. Yeah, I will say, and I'm sorry if he's watching, I'm probably not going to be collabing with Loudpack Rips again. Like, if he's watching, he can absolutely DM me and ask me about it, or like talk me out of saying that. But too many times I have been like waiting, like we've agreed, like okay, you know, he'll call me at this time, we'll talk about, you know, something like that, and then fucking nothing. I have, like, this is not like a knock on him as a person. It's just like, it's a little bit of knock on the planning. It's like, come on. So like we had planned to play Phasmo. You know, we had been trying for over a year to try and play Phasmo, Day of Phasmo. Nowhere, there's nothing like in the hours before the stream. I go live, wait and see, like, he's told his viewers and everything like that. I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna play Phasmo. I'm sitting there half an hour, no words, so I just end stream because he, you know, no show. Don't find out till the next day that, you know, his dog was in the bed. And, you know, I feel for that, but at the same time, we had been planning that stream for like 2 weeks. Couldn't even text me 5 words. Dogs in ER, gotta cancel. That's all it would have taken. That's all it would have taken. Instead, I was like, I had been hyping up that stream for like a week. Like, yeah, we're gonna play Phasmo with LPR. And just, that didn't happen. I was, and it's like every time like we've set up stuff to talk about, or like start planning collabs, or, you know, if I can get his help on something with like editing or whatnot, it's never manifested. I don't know. Okay. But, yeah, so, like, there's a lot. I wish some of this did better, and I wish I could, like, fully do stuff. Like, I might just treat the Twitch as, like, where I do a lot more of the stuff that I know won't do well on YouTube. And I'll might just... I don't know if posting unlisted stuff affects the YouTube algorithm. Because if it does, then I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta just full on have to create a separate VOD channel then. But I do like that. It's like, not to brag too much. Well, if it's unlisted, only people who will be able to see it are the ones who have the link. Which is why I'd put it in still playlists, though. So that's why I'm like wondering if it's unlisted in a public playlist, if it would affect the rest of the content on the algorithm. Because if I put it in a playlist, it wouldn't be published to subscribers. It wouldn't. I don't think it hit like the homepage or anything like that. But so people can like go back and watch that stuff. Like. And that's something I gotta look at. It's just I don't really have anybody I can like go to a lot of these times for stuff like this, because like most of the time, like right now, like Jerry's asleep. Jerry's like the one guy I know who's actually like, when I have a question about like YouTube, is kind of quick. The other one is King Corefish occasionally. There's like when I have these questions about like, hey, how does this work with YouTube, or, you know, content in general. You know, at least Jerry has been like the quickest response. So I really want to do more stuff with Jerry, because it's been like 2 years since we've had just a duo collab. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I've scrapped just because I'm not sure how it would resonate with people. And that's why I'm like, you know, we got one person asking for 5 Nights in Rocket League. We got, what, 2 for Poké Rogue and Poképath Tower Defense. I think somebody had said Pokopia at one point, and I'm just like, I'm not sure Pokopia would do great. Like, because it does. I'm so on the. I'm not confident in Pokopia as a game for streaming, and that's just because like Animal Crossing just had its big update, and so that's at a fever pitch right now. And I think Pokopia is gonna get a little undercut by some of the Animal Crossing hype that's still gonna be going on right there. And I think the games might be a little too similar. But like, I think like even Stardew is one that I just like never really started playing. Like, I could do Stardew. So what else do we have? What else do I have? Little Witch in the Woods is one I'd like to do. I've got like some little other games. It's just, I'm not confident in my commentary to keep up with some like other little things for so long. But yeah, so if you are just joining, we are going through like some of the stuff that's kind of ongoing on the channel and stuff I'm kind of scrapping, and some plans for later on. So like, if there's something that you want to see me play, by all means, this is the stream for you to speak up. But I do appreciate the input, BC. So there's I feel partially like if I don't want to like shoehorn myself into a like specific genre, because then I'll just get burnt out. So it's like, I don't know. It's weird because my head's all over the place. Like, I want to turn this into a career, but also I don't want like my viewers feeling like I'm just gonna ignore them constantly, or like ignore what they want to see. And I know there's probably going to be, well, probably most of these are going to be duds. I might just have to do one or two streams on Fortune's Weave, and then I think it'll be done. Which is Bakery. I think only one part, and then it'll be done, because like, what is it? What was the delivery service? Like, that was a dud, and I was so sad because I was so excited for that game to come out, and then it just didn't do well. And so I gotta really look at it, like, if it's my commentary or if it is just the game. Because if it's my commentary, like, we gotta find some way for my commentary to get back on track here, without going into like some like political commentaries or whatnot. Because like, believe me, there have been a lot of times, especially in recent events, that I have wanted to fucking go on in complete rants about things going on in politics. I have avoided that because I've been told, don't put a target on your back. It's getting to the point where I might just say fuck it, because I might already have the target on my back. But I have to find like things to talk about that just don't kind of bore people in a way. I don't know how like life sim games would kind of do. There are things like I won't do for content, like playing with viewers with a hot mic on. Just because like, I don't know who's gonna, say stuff. That's why I actually didn't stream Delulu for Fortnite when it was a mode, is because there was too much of a concern of my channel getting taken down for other people using slurs. And I want to kind of be a safe space. I want to be kind of a comfy and cozier channel. Kinda have to protect the viewers in that case, because I don't want to like get into a game like, oh yeah, cozy, safe space for everybody, you know, to relax and then just have, you know, playing a game and then somebody's like dropping the N-word. Not cool. Not cool. But I don't know. It's like I have still a whole library of games I can play. Where did I put my Switch games case? Oh, it's right here. It's right in front of my face. Like, I go looking through at my Switch game case here. Like, I can play like Nier Automata. I don't know. There's so many things where I was like, I could play these. I just don't think they do well. Like Monster Hunter, Koa, River City Girls and stuff like that. It's like Persona. I'm not sure Persona would do well at this point. I think unless another Persona game got announced, I don't think Persona would get new people, because like that's one of the things I am worried about though, is like switching from Pokemon to something else, because Pokemon seems to be like the one thing that's been driving the channel forward. It's like the shiny hunting streams were doing well, Jasant Run did, holy fuck. So it's just like I gotta find that happy medium where it's like where I can still do what I want to do, people still see what they want to see. So, Jasant Run, probably going to be over. I'll probably have to make a separate video addressing that. About what's going to happen with that. Because I feel like, that's actually like one, I think, video series that people were watching back was the Jasant Run. Let me just double check here, make sure I'm not talking on my ass. Yeah, because we had like 20 hours of watch time on the first part of the Jasant Run, so... Yeah, versus the last part, 0. Which is funny. So yeah, it's like this Jasant Run, I think it is going to be over. And I'm sorry that there's going to be people who are going to be like, how dare you? I'm unsubscribing because you're not doing any more Jasant. Well, it's like, well, at the same time, it's not going to really help grow and create more of a community. It's like I want to play more Zelda games, but it just doesn't do well. And I know Jerry told me before stream on our little on my collab server that I have with a couple close people. He said I gotta do something that I enjoy because it's a hobby at the moment. So I gotta make it enjoyable for myself. But I was like, at the same time, I was like, I do gotta create something that people are gonna want to watch. I gotta find that. I've been saying that for like 2 years. It's like, I'm not sure. So, yeah. So, I don't know where to go now. I think I have yapped quite a bit. I will be at Emerald City Comic Con though in March. So I don't know. I don't think I have like enough people to like schedule like a meetup without being disappointed in myself. But if anyone else is going, just like hit me up on like the Discord or something like that, and I'll just see if, you know, meetup or something like that. I probably should spend more time also like watching other VTubers or just content creators in general, just to kind of get a feel for some of, you know, how kind of like learn, observe, see how that all goes. Yeah, it's been a struggle the last few. Like, I know I kind of paused after the Descent run, the regular run of it ended in late November, but also around that time, you know, one of my grandmas was assaulted. 2 weeks later, like 2.5 weeks later, one of my other grandmas gets put in the hospital. She died a few weeks ago. She went in the hospital and never came back out. And that kind of rattled me throughout December and into January, so... yeah. So, it's just finding... You know, I gotta get back on the grind, but also gotta try and find what's gonna actually support growth. And it's gotta be something that I enjoy and also my viewers can enjoy at the same time. I know I sound like a broken record saying that, but... Ugh. So, I might start bringing, like, the Twitch back and just playing, like, side little things. Because, like, I am monetized on Twitch. I'm not monetized on YouTube. So... yeah. Is my chat broken? Whereas, like, nobody just chatted in, like, that. Okay. I was worried, like, oh, did my chat stop functioning? I was checking. So. Yeah, well, I'll definitely have to, like, I might just start running more polls in the community tab, because, like, that's the one thing that hilariously has been actually, like, doing numbers for engagement-wise, like, more reliably than shorts, is running polls with images on the community tab. I figured out that is a fucking cheat code. Like, not, you know, yeah, it reaches more people who aren't subscribed, and most likely won't subscribe, but at the same time, it feels good to get feedback that way, so... there's somebody I need to respond to. Hang on a second here. I'll respond later. I need to think about how to phrase things on that response to that person there. But yeah, I've also noticed, like, lately, and I have deleted some comments from some people because they have been kind of toxic on about certain things. Like on the latest short bit, I remixed the part of meeting Sans in Undertale, and, you know, it's my first time meeting Sans in a game that's not called Smash Bros. Yeah, and somebody was like, holy clip farmer, there's no way, you're a liar, it's the first time. Even though it's like, I played the game for 5 minutes previously. I didn't fucking meet Sans in the 5 minutes I played. I didn't know even there was a tutorial fight. I didn't know there was gonna be a freaking ghost with a bop of a theme. I know, like, a few characters' names in Undertale, and that's about, and then, like, the Sans boss fight. That was, like, all I knew. But yeah, it was like Undertale. I think I'm probably just, like I said, gonna scrap Undertale. We're not gonna do any more Descent Run streams. Descent Run's over. We're just gonna go back and we're gonna just say, hey, yep, beating Zygarde, that's it. That's the game. And I might just record bits of DLC to use for, like, end credits bit, because I think for the end credits for the Jasant run, I will probably mention everybody who has commented in those streams. I will go through. I will probably pull up the chats, and I will, special thanks to those who who witnessed it live and were in the chat, and I'll probably list every single person, because like I don't know if you guys have seen the latest the Descent, but the music keeps getting replaced 2 that I put out on the 22nd. I don't know how many people saw that, but I did a fucking fake out in there. I am so proud of myself for how I tied that together. Oh my god. Actually, should I just hang on a second? Let me pause this, because I want to see if there's a way I can pull it up here, because it'd be really funny. Let me see here. No, it's not the... Okay. Okay. Hang on a second. Let me get to the point where it happens here. Okay. Let's go here. Because this is really funny. This is literally... I'm just going to be pulling up part of my own fucking video. So, I want you guys to see this, because my god, I was so sad that like not as many people watch this as the previous ones. Okay, get ready, we're turning the volume up, because I am so fucking proud of myself for this, and I'm so sad that there was nobody at the time, and I'll know if anybody in the stream comments on it and sees it now. I'll know you're lying. You didn't see it until now. I am so fucking excited that I actually did this. Oh, this was great. I was like, there's no way nobody's gonna like freak out that I had to put Gameplay Galleon and did a full-on DK credits that fake out. And so what I had did here is I went through every shorts that I had where I had put something over Jasant's battle theme. All right, I looked at the username for every commenter, and I put them in the video. I put everybody in there. Westerly, Fierce DD Midna. I even went to the people who were fucking arguing with each other over if Cynthia's theme worked or not. And I did it. I was like, I'm gonna, if any of them come back and see it, I hope they see that they made a video. They made it into the video. Because I was like, I don't want people to feel like I'm unappreciative. Like, I sometimes miss some people when I'm, calling out stuff or like locked in. It's like, no, I do see the comments. I may not see some on like the theme video because there's like a fucking 300 of them now on one of the shorts, but no, it's like I do pay attention to my comments. I do read my comments. But it was just so funny because like I even put the K there. It was hilarious. I had fun with this one. But hilariously, this actually wasn't like the theme where I was most excited that I got to work. Which it was actually this one. Here. So like, yeah, Nimona. But this one, I had thought about it forever. This was great. This was fucking awesome. This was so stupid. Because I was like, I wonder if I can get Cup of Liberty to work with Jasant. Because even though I don't play Helldivers on this channel, it's still a fucking good music piece. Dun 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 dun. Because I really do, I do love a lot of video game music. Like, But yeah, I was happy. I just wish there was more people who actually watched that, and I didn't know if I just needed to like pump out more shorts of it. But lately I had a comment this morning. Ben Sono was calling me a clip farmer, so I'm like, oh, so I need to back off on remixes. Yeah, because like. Yeah. There is a. Also, there's one person who commented on that last Jasant replacement video, and they're like, "I made Jasant originally," and then it's like they're kind of like, I guess they're accusing of like the soul of the character was theirs because they originally made Jasant. They just changed Game Freak changed the design. I'm like, yeah, okay, but like I've had to delete a couple hate comments recently, and I'm just like, I'm not happy about it. But you know, I want to create a better community, one that's not gonna be hit by hate comments all the time. But at this point, I'm basically just fucking rambling. I should probably end stream here. With that being said, if anybody else has any thoughts, please absolutely leave them in the comment section. I do very much appreciate it. Like, feedback is like one of the things that does actually keep me going and keeps me sane. When everything's quiet, I get nervous. So yeah, I'm not sure how to end this. So yeah, just make sure you eat some, make sure you drink something. I hope you have a good rest of your time of day wherever you are in the world. And yeah, if you're a regular viewer here or whatnot, you know, just let me know what you want to see on the channel from. You know, I want to know. Okay, bye.